Welcome to KEDE Hub, your knowledge-centric capability assessment solution. Boost your engineering team's happiness and productivity with our knowledge-centric insights, backed by patented technology. Only a few companies are mature enough to measure their capability objectively. Yours is such a company, if it is a safe place and has the courage to see the information that KEDE Hub will reveal. That is not a small thing. Managers at the top level of a software development company need to meet expectations. A capable software development company produces predictable results consistently over time. Hence, the goal is your company to have stable, predictable capability. For that, you need the ability to objectively answer questions like, what is the capability of my company compared with the average level in the industry? Did the latest reorg increase the capability of my company? Did the agile transformation increase the capability of my company? Did the new recruits increase the capability of my company? What is the problem with quantifying the capability of a software development company? In one word, measurement. We have the solution for you. KEDE Hub is a software development capability management system. We measure the capability of software development organizations using the scientifically backed and patented metric. Knowledge Discovery Efficiency, or KEDE. KEDE reflects the capability of software developers to efficiently discover and apply knowledge. KEDE Hub allows you to ground your efforts in meeting expectations by objectively and scientifically answer questions regarding what is the current capability of your company and how it was affected by the new recruits, the agile transformation, or the latest reorg. On top of that, KEDE Hub can reveal the historical capability of your company. KEDE Hub is a software as a service (SaaS) platform. It has three major functional parts: analysis of Git repositories, KEDE calculation, and visual presentation of the results. KEDE Hub is engineered to work without storing code content. The analysis is performed on local clones of Git repositories. That is why there are no developer interruptions. No software applications installed on developers' computers. No additional inputs from developers needed. No consent from developers needed. The source code in your repositories always stays on your premises. We never make a copy of the contents of a repository. KEDE Hub guarantees there will be no transfer of source code into KEDE Hub database from the Git repositories that are analyzed. No transfer of commit messages into KEDE Hub database from the Git repositories that are analyzed. No analysis of the source code to capture your intellectual property. No analysis of the commit messages. KEDE calculation is the heart of KEDE Hub. It is based on the one and only scientific method for measuring capability of software development organizations. The technology is patented. After KEDE is calculated, it is presented in visual formats. There are many reports ready for use to compare the capability of developers, projects, teams, and even companies. To check what is the capability of your company, and compare it with the average level in the industry, KEDE Hub offers two reports. First is a time series of aggregated weekly KEDE values for a company, and a selected period. On the x-axis we have the week dates. On the y-axis we have weekly KEDE values. Each individual developer's aggregated weekly KEDE is presented as a colored dot on the diagram. The dark blue line is the average weekly KEDE for all developers. The historical performance of the industry as a whole is presented by the aggregated weekly KEDE of all developers who contributed to all other companies on KEDE Hub during the selected time period. Each such individual developer's aggregated weekly KEDE is presented as a light gray dot. The black line is the average weekly KEDE for those developers. Along with the time series of your capability, it's very useful to see a histogram of the underlying frequency distribution. A frequency distribution shows how often each different value in a set of data occurs. On the x-axis, we have the weekly KEDE. On the y-axis, we have the percentage of each KEDE value. Your company's capability is presented by the histogram in color. The blue vertical line is the average weekly KEDE for your developers. The median weekly KEDE is presented by the green vertical dashed line. The summarized historical capability of the industry as a whole is presented by the histogram in gray. It shows the weekly KEDE frequency of all other developers who contributed to all other companies on KEDE Hub during the selected time period. The black vertical line is the average weekly KEDE of all other developers. KEDE Hub provides you with two reports to inspect how your company's capability is affected by the number of developers. First is a time series diagram. On the x-axis we have the week dates. Then we have two y-axes, one for the capability and one for the size of the company. Capability axis is to the left and is in weekly KEDE values. How capability changes through time is presented by the blue line. Each point of the blue line is the average weekly KEDE for all the developers who contributed in that week. Company size axis is to the right and is the number of developers who contributed to any of the company projects in a given week. How company size changed through time is presented by the green line. Each point of the green line is the number of developers who contributed in a given week. Along with the time series, KEDEHub provides you with a frequency chart. On the x-axis we have the number of developers who contributed to any of the company projects in a given week. On the y-axis we have weekly KEDE values. Each individual developer's aggregated weekly KEDE is presented as a light blue dot. The dark blue line is the average weekly KEDE for all developers. From the diagram we can conclude that historically, the best size for the company was between 10 and 20 developers. With the size increasing above 20, the capability steadily decreases. If you want to use KEDEHub in your company, please visit the KEDEHub.io website.